Brixton finishing school is an opportunity to young people to develop their young minds.
Even if you're kind of unsure about what you may want to go into, you'll kind of learn so much that you'll end up kind of gravitating towards certain one or two different areas as you go through. So definitely kind of go for it and kind of stick it out. You'll learn so much, if not about the industry, then about yourself. So it's worth it.
I think my biggest advice would be to take the course. Like, at the end of the day, you're not going to know what you're going to get from it. It might be a job, it might be people that you know, and all of these things is like just another step in the correct path, which Brixton Finish School is.
They take as much as you can from their agency days and ask as many questions, no matter how silly they are. And definitely networking is key, because that is literally the key to gaining access into this industry.
And I think it's a really, really good idea. I think there needs to be more things done for young people like this, because I think not knowing the possibilities and the options that are out there, you won't get that unless you've got these initiatives. So it's definitely a good idea.
Of course. Basically go for it. If you're interested in media and you feel like you're maybe stuck in a little bit of a rut, you might even be quite interested in what you're doing, but ultimately you have to look 5-10 years down the line and think, are you in a career that's has potential? And if the answer is no, then I suggest maybe trying something else.
It's a really helpful stepping stone. I think without Ali, none of us be where we are right now. I mean, everyone was confused. So it's a helping hand when you need it, and if you want it, I guess.
Sitting down and talking to the Q&As with all the different employees, kind of learning their walks in life and their journeys to kind of get to where they were. It was very inspiring and very humbling at the same time.
For me, it changed like my presentation skills. Like I got positive feedback, like that I was engaging and stuff, and like how I use my personality for the skills, and it's like getting that feedback. I was like, wow, that's something that I could use, like to just speak about what I want by just using my personality alone.
Definitely the agency days out, like gaining experience into different job roles within the industry. I had no former experience or knowledge about the type of media / advertising industry, so it was just a really good educational trip, going to different agencies each week and learning about what I could potentially end up doing in the future.
For me, I liked when they got people in the industry, for example Google, from like BAME backgrounds, and telling our stories about how they made it to their current roles.
So I think one of the real good strengths of the course was the fact that we actually got out into the field and met people, expanding our networks that people we've never met before, who are actually useful in like the industry we're about to get into. And there was a lot of like creative course workshops that helped us with like idea generation and in general some really useful information.
So I was really surprised that the course actually had a lot of sort of a creative curriculum where we learned how to think creatively, and we practiced ideation, and we were set briefs, and we got to do pitches and kind of perform to each other our ideas on the stage, and that was all just like really character building and fun.
Definitely the networking, meeting different media owners and different employees, and getting a deeper insight into the kind of world of media.
I wanted to gain more experience, because before I joined the course, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do like in the future. I just knew that I wanted to be in the media field.